Could there be another political party here in the U.S.? Well, that's what the world's richest man said that he plans to do. Billionaire tech mogul Elon Musk made the announcement. His latest aggression on his ongoing feud with former ally President Trump. It's a direct response to the passage of the president's big, beautiful bill. On his social media platform known as X, Musk said Americans who responded to his online poll wanted a new party by a ratio of 2-to-1. The Tesla founder said when it comes to bankrupting the United States with waste and graft, quote, "We live in a one-party system, not a democracy." Musk says what he's calling the America Party is being created to give Americans back their freedom.
Joining us now, Dr. Chris Cooper, political professor at Western Carolina University. Dr. Cooper, thanks for taking the time to join us this morning.
Yeah, good to see you both.
Good to see you too. All right, let's start here. Elon Musk, we know that he's got a lot of money that he could put into a war chest there. What are the chances, though, he could actually impact the midterms?
Could he impact it in some random race in some place? Maybe, possibly. And that's about as good as I can do. In other words, the odds that this thing becomes a real party, fundamentally changes the course of American politics, violates every principle we think we know about how parties work in America, I think the odds are probably evident in my tone, not very high.
All right, so let's talk about what are some of the hurdles that could stand in his way with his celebrity, with his power? Could he overcome those?
It's going to be really difficult, right? So the hurdles are many. So first of all, our entire system is set up. Kind of the wonky way to think about it is we are a single member district, meaning you vote for one person at a time for Congress, for Senate, things like that, and first past the post. What that means is the person who gets the most votes wins. Now, that's in contrast to, a bunch of European countries around the globe where they have proportional representation. We know that proportional systems tend to lead to multiple parties. The kind of system we have leads to two and only two parties. You add to that the fact that just to get on the ballot, let's assume that he has enough money, which he does, that he recruits the right candidates. Going to be tough, but let's say he clears that hurdle. He then has to get signatures just to get on the ballot. So while everybody else is actually trying to win the election, he's just trying to get on the ballot. And I'll throw one more at you in case this isn't enough. Some states like New York actually have rules that say the word America or American cannot be in the name of your political party. So he wouldn't even be able to be in New York, even under the best of circumstances.
Want to look at North Carolina, right? Because we know the history of these parties, as you kind of talked about, the Green Party, Libertarian Party. They don't really have a chance of having their candidate win. But could getting into the race, say, if we look at Senator Tillis, when he gets out, could throwing your support behind somebody do enough to affect Republicans' chances? Because we would assume that he maybe pulls from the Republican base. Could that be enough to tip a kind of purple state towards the Democrats?
Yeah, now that could work, right? If his goal is to blow stuff up, if his goal is to take out the Republican Party, I think that is possible, right? So yeah, so he gets, sake of argument, tens of millions of dollars, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars, puts it behind some right-leaning conservative candidate in North Carolina with the goal of taking out whoever the Republicans put up. Let's just assume for a second Laura Trump, just for the fun of it. Yeah, I think it's very possible that could work, and we have seen that from time to time with the Libertarian Party, with the Green Party in Florida with the presidential election just a few years ago in 2000. So it is possible it can be a spoiler. As far as building a party that's going to last, if he's curious how that's going to work in North Carolina, just give Pat McCrory a call. He tried this thing called the No Labels Party, and they went defunct about a month ago.
So the bromance may not return between the president and Elon Musk. What would have to happen? Well, let's go back. Let me tell you, it's not that it can't happen. What would it take for that relationship to be mended between the president and Elon Musk? And then number two, what other Republicans need that support from Elon Musk to be able to make it through the midterms and a whole nother election cycle?
Yeah, I mean, so what would it take? I mean, it's hard for me to imagine, right? These are two people with big wallets and big egos. And for them to make up, it's certainly possible. They've got to figure out that their interests are aligned again. My guess is it's going to take some serious apologizing from Elon Musk. Donald Trump doesn't seem like the apology type to me. if they were to pull that off, if Elon Musk says, hey, my interests are better aligned being friends with the president than enemies with the president, that's when, yeah, perhaps they could get together once again and Elon Musk could bankroll some Republicans running for office in states like North Carolina, and that can make a difference. If Elon Musk's goal is to exert political power, his best chance is probably working with Donald Trump.
Chris, if you can break out your crystal ball, let's play this out 3-4 years. If you look back on the Trump second-term presidency, do you think he's going to regret or say he made the right choice bringing Elon Musk on?
You know, I think Donald Trump will probably be glad he brought Elon Musk on. You know what it made for? It made for great TV. And I think that's ultimately what Donald Trump loves. He loves great storylines. He loves great TV. He says it, right? Even when he is having moments that would make most politicians blush, Donald Trump kind of looks at the camera, looks to the side and says, it's great TV. And so I think he's going to continue with that sort of attitude towards the presidency and towards governing.
Dr. Cooper, if Elon Musk is on this third-party island for a while, however long that is, whether it's 6 months or another year, year and a half, is there another Elon Musk type character, personality in the wings that President Trump could start to gravitate towards?
It's a great question. You know, I don't see anyone like Trump. I mean, you could say Steve Bannon to some degree. I mean, he's somebody who obviously, kind of works outside the norms of politics, but he has nowhere near the money of Elon Musk. Heck, nobody has the money of Elon Musk. So I don't see somebody else like Musk, this sort of very, very, very wealthy outsider coming in. I mean, you could say maybe Mark Zuckerberg, but he doesn't seem to have the sort of showmanship that Elon Musk does. So I think Elon Musk, you can take it as a compliment or an insult. I'm not even sure which one it is, but he is one of a kind.
Chris, thank you for weighing in on that. Dr. Cooper, we'll see what happens with Elon Musk, but as you've kind of pointed out there, take Pat McCrory's party, for example. Third parties don't necessarily work in the United States, but with Elon Musk, hey, who knows? Anything is possible, right?
Right, absolutely.
All right, Chris, thanks for your time today. We always appreciate it.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.